We have a new scandal in Scottish politics as Nicola Sturgeon is now using taxpayers' money to give free phones to criminals imprisoned. We've officially reached a whole new level of crazy and corruption. This is not a joke. This is actually happening in the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Nicola Sturgeon's government, the SNP minions, are misusing taxpayers' money once again. But guess what they're doing? Okay, they're giving free phones to prisoners. Why are they giving free phones to prisoners? Well, that's the first question. How much is it costing? That's the second question. What are the consequences? That's the main question. Now, the SNP's free phones for criminals is costing £60,000 every single month. And of course, the more criminals go to prison as things get worse in Scotland with crime, then the cost is going to increase massively. Now, we've had Jamie Green, who's a member of the Scottish Parliament, coming out to say, it beggars belief that the SNP continue to be happy to shell out so much taxpayers' money on this dangerous and discredited scheme. Serious crimes have been conducted from behind bars as a result of prisoners having access to these phones. That has put public safety at risk, yet the SNP government is content to let costs of the scheme spiral out of control at a time when frontline policing services are facing more terrifying cuts. The scheme should be scrapped as a matter of urgency. Now, this has been going on for a while, but what's been happening more recently is the escalation of it, the expansion of the program or the policy, and that's why it's important to talk about it now, because the costs are going up. Now, more crimes are clearly being committed, as we've seen recently, and as Jamie Green would also suggest. Now, that's one thing. But Humza Yousaf is the guy in charge. Humza Yousaf is the same idiot who wants to come to your living room at dinner to arrest you if you make an offensive joke to one of your relatives. Now, this whole thing is under his watch. Now, how much does it actually cost? What's the overall, rough estimate? Well, it's £4.1 million for the scheme alone, not in terms of just the additional costs. And we've already had 5,000 incidents being reported. 5,000 incidents that have been involved these free phones in prisons with criminals basically communicating with the outside world. What's the point of having a prison? What's the point of having a punishment to be isolated with the rest of the world if you're going to be completely connected to the rest of the world? If they're going to have a TV and a PlayStation, video games, and now a phone, then just let them stay in their own living room. What was the point of punishing them with isolation? It's a waste of taxpayers' money. This is not real punishment. The prisons in our country are just getting completely clownish. It's an absolute circus. Now, I might be wrong. Let me know your thoughts. Maybe I'm too conservative on this issue. Maybe we need to be more liberal and hug a hoodie and everything. Subscribe to the channel. I'm Tousi and we are the media.